Hello, streaming to you live. I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today is Wednesday, March 18th, 2026, and it's episode number 226 and day number 338 wearing the incredible X39, which you see right here. And I want to talk about consistency again. Today is day number 2. Why do I want to do this? Well, because yesterday I did chest and tricep exercises, and I continue to reap the benefits from the consistency that I demonstrate to you 6 days a week. Now, I'm not doing resistance training on every one of those days. Historically, it's been just 4 resistance training days with 1 conditioning and then a fitness stress test. Or 2 days of conditioning, I want to call it that. Last week was the first week where I took the time to do some rotational exercises for the core. And I think going forward, I probably will continue to do that, largely because I like how it felt. And I need to spend more time on the core to keep that in check too, because I haven't been as diligent with that part of my body. I've incorporated core strength with some of the exercises that I have done over time, so it's not something that I have neglected per se, but it's something that I should focus on a little bit more. And I will demonstrate that to you as time goes on. But when you're consistent with something, you're going to reap the benefits. And it's something I spoke about yesterday, and I'm doing it again today, because if you're looking to reach a goal, whether it's reaching an MBA, for example, a PhD, how do you do it? You have to be consistent with your studies, right? Well, what about maintaining your health and well-being? You have to be equally as consistent. And if you don't do that, you're not going to reap the benefits. It's as simple as that. Someone asked me today, says, what's your secret for rest and recovery? And I said, well, I go to sleep. There's no secret behind that. But I also put on the Age Renew, which is here. And I take a wristband like this, and I put it, as you see, this is the X49. And I put the Renew, Age Renew there. And I use that to activate the process of glutathione production by way of photobiomodulation, and that's when the 3 amino acids that are present, the glutamic acid, the cysteine, and glycine, and they form into glutathione, which is known as the master antioxidant. And so those 3 amino acids come from your diet, your nutrition. And if you are consuming foods that are not containing those amino acids, then guess what? Your body's not going to produce glutathione, which is the master antioxidant. And then people wonder why, they have skin rash here, skin rash there, eczema, any kind of, condition. It's like, what's causing it? Well, your body's trying to get rid of something, and it comes by way through the skin. So if you maintain consistency with consuming the right amino acids, a good protein, filled diet, then your body's going to have the fuel necessary to synthesize, excuse me, the glutathione for the purpose of antioxidizing your body. And when you do this consistently, then you're going to reap the benefits. And one of those benefits is smooth skin. And it just doesn't extend, just smooth skin doesn't happen here, but it happens everywhere throughout the body. So consistency is important. No different than consuming proteins for muscle synthesis. So Monday I did back and biceps. So you can see here, right? Am I maintaining muscle mass? You bet. You bet. Yesterday I did triceps and chest. You can kind of see that when the light shines a certain way, you can see it. Do my triceps hurt today? They do. Can I feel the effects of hypertrophy in the chest, the upper chest? I can. Did I put in a solid effort yesterday? I did. Now, did you see myself killing myself? No. Trying to be sufficient with making sure I'm with my ways. So, when it's time for rest, you have the amino acids ready, and their body says, I know what to do. I'm going to reset and regenerate and repair these muscle fibers that you broke down earlier today. So that way it's not as uncomfortable when you wake up in the morning. And do I feel that result? I do. Is it very uncomfortable? No. But I feel the effort that I put in yesterday. And I'm going to put another solid effort into working the legs today. So don't be afraid to put in consistency. And a lot of people say, oh, I have an excuse. I got to do this and do that. Well, it's one thing to do things for other people, but you should also do things for yourself as well. And there's nothing wrong with dedicating a small portion of time during the day to do that for yourself. Nothing wrong. And if someone's going to criticize you for that, well then then they should be thinking about that for themselves as well. Because it's not being, how would you say, greedy or disrespectful or anything like that. No. Because in order to maintain longevity, you have to take some time for yourself. Your body is a master at compensating, and be aware that it's going to do what it does when it's on autopilot, and it's going to adapt either negatively or positively, or stay neutral. But generally speaking, it's either negatively or positively, one or the other. And when you need to trigger it positively, you got to have all the pieces in place. There's no way around it. So be consistent. Much like yours truly. Yesterday I hit a heart rate again, over 200. I'm as real as a heart attack. Nobody can take that away from me. Nobody. And I want a lot. You can say whatever you want. But I show up here every single day. And they do it consistently. And because of that, I reap the rewards and I reap the benefits from it. And I'm not afraid to share that with you, the viewer, if you're willing to participate. Now, if you are struggling with recovery, I talk about the benefits all the time. You power your body with the best. And what is the best? In my opinion, it is what you see on the screen. The benefits that you get from powering your body with the X39. Because that process it benefit or not benefit it actually enhances the choices that you make from your food choices, your amino acids, because it's triggering your body to say, hey, you need to do something with this. And it's very good. Very good. If you're skeptical, now's the time to try. And you got to make sure that you're living a healthy lifestyle as well. Eating the right foods. Eating the right combination of foods to ensure that you have the amino acids necessary for the GHK peptide that is triggered by this. And when you do this consistently, then you start to reap the benefits, the therapeutic benefits, and as you see on the screen, the mental benefits. So improve your mental focus and clarity, rapid pain relief. You can reduce the inflammation. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good trade-off, wouldn't it? Having increased or improved skin appearance, enhanced sports performance, increased energy and vitality. What about faster recovery from exercise? Or from your work activities day in and day out? Do you get tired from doing construction work or something like that? That's a form of exercise. Sitting at a desk is not a form of exercise. Some people say, oh, it's mental exercise. Well, yeah, mental exercise, yeah, but not physical. Can you use the X39 as a form of treatment for tendonitis and carpal tunnel? Yes, I would say so. Because where the energy flows, where the blood flows, so does the energy. And so does the healing cells, the GHK. So can you reap the benefits from it? Probably. But you got to make sure that you have those amino acids present. And drink the cleanest, most absorbable water that you can find. For me, it's deuterium-free water with a molecular hydrogen bond angle of 114 degrees. And that makes it extremely absorbable. pH of this water is around 6.4, give or take. People say, oh, that's acidic. What's acidic? Hydrogen? Is hydrogen acidic? Water, when it's just oxygen and hydrogen? That's what it should be. Oh, but then people argue, oh, it should have minerals in it. What about salt? How does magnesium get into the cells? How does hydrogen and water get into the cells? It's by way of magnesium. So put the magnesium in here, then put the cleanest and most absorbable in here, and watch what happens. Experience the changes. Do you think me having a heart rate of over 200 is a fluke? Mm-mm. And the increased energy and vitality is a fluke? Some people say, "Oh yeah, you don't lift much." Try to do with the vibration training, with the resistance that I use. Try it. See how strong you get. Because my shoulders here, look at the front deltoids. You see how it makes the traps. There's a sink in there. I'm just lifting my shoulders up like this. I'm not even flexing my arms. Now I'm flexing them, right? It's very good. Health is not complicated. It's actually very simple. You just need to be consistent with it. Develop the good habits. That's enough of my rambling for today. So, I'm going to put on the heart rate monitor, as you see. There we go. And let's begin today's leg day workout with 9-minute warm-up. And I'm going to set the metronome at 145. All right. Just gonna what else? Well, before I forget, the metronome or the barometric pressure today, that's the bundle price. Or here, I'm going to show this here. Not that one. This here. So, see, that was yesterday. Today it's slightly higher, the barometric pressure. So just something I want to keep an eye on. And let's begin today's workout. Zoom. It is kind of cold down here. Well, did I set the... I did. Wow. All right, so you see my recovery. All right, so after being over 200 beats per minute, excuse me, I'm going to do the bar hang at the end. Largely because my hands are cold still, so I want my hands to warm up a little bit. Temperature down here is cold. Just take a rating here. Concrete is 15.6 degrees Celsius, so that's 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can see there, and then the reading that it took, 15.6. So it is on the cool side down here. So first exercise for leg day today is going to be wall sits, and so I'm going to take the vibration plate. I just realized I want the remote. And I'm going to, I don't know how far I need to be. Go a little bit closer. Hopefully, yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do, so 3 minutes of wall sits with the vibration plate. All right. I suspect I can hold this for probably a significant period of time before I start to feel it. Oh, it's all, you can already tell, I feel the burn coming now. Wow. All right, so that's 1 minute. Oh. It's pretty uncomfortable. Just kind of shake the, get some blood flow back into the muscle. Now back at it. Wow. This is certainly tough. I've never done this before. This is the first time. So really trying to focus the muscle here. 50 seconds left. Oh, wow. Just some air squats. Now back into, see if I can hold it as long as I can. Oh, wow. Okay, see if I can survive the last 20 seconds all the way to the end. I'm not looking at the timer. Gosh, oh, come on. There we go. Oh. Wow. Those are pretty brutal. The first minute was okay, and then getting near the end, that's when the discomfort really increased. Okay, next up is squat thrusts. So that's where I'm going to take both. I'm going to take blue bands here. So this is where I'm going to include the glutes as part of this exercise. And take the wide, I've got a big anywhere anchor here. And I'm going to attach alright, so somewhere here, move this vibration plate forward, somewhere about here I think. And then I'm going to take red bands today, and largely because I want to focus on, yes, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm taking my I suppose I could well, okay, I'll just do it this way. Okay, so I'll take the hip thruster portion. This is for the glutes. Step forward. Up slightly more forward. Not much. Okay. Yes. Now, my shoe is making noise. It's not the rumpty pop pop pop. All right, so course, this guy comes out after I start it, as does this one. You silly. Okay. So I'm going to focus on here, the latter part. After doing those wall sits, I really pushed the quads. I could feel it, especially at that lower angle. So here I want to focus at the top end of the movement. So yesterday I was focusing on type 2s for the legs. It's kind of hard to do the type 2 when you're sitting. But when you're standing like this, then you can incorporate it. So I'm just focusing on every part of the movement, just working the muscle at every stretch point. Oh, wow. Okay. Fighting through that. Alright, next up, hamstring curls. So that's where I'm going to take, actually, what I will do is just use the setup behind me for that. Okay, so yes, that's what I'll do. So I'm going to step into this like this and kind of, it anchors into place. Yes, somewhere about there, I think. There we go, okay. So this one on here, I'm focusing on the top end of the angle of the stretch. So the primary focus of this here, I'm going to come a little bit forward, just have a little bit more tension on at the beginning here. I want it right there. So here, with these hamstring curls, yeah. There's enough vibration in the with the tension. So here I'm holding it. Wow. Oh, it came off. I'm supposed to do that. Let's go. See, that's the problem with this anchor here. This can happen. Okay. If I use the ankle straps, then that doesn't happen, which is a takeaway for next time. All right. Next up is ball bridges. So that's where I'm going to take the exercise ball and place it here. I'm going to take a weight, 15 pounds. So my butt's going to be close to touching the vibration plate. All right, and off we go. So here, this is going to work both hamstrings and the glutes. My butt is just barely touching the ground. Now, move up, squeeze through. Wow. This is pretty uncomfortable. Holding it isometrically as long as I can, and then holding it isometrically throughout the range of movement. feel the hamstring working hard. It's good. Oh wow. Flexing that, holding that hamstring here. Wow. It stings a lot. Come on, when are you done? Gosh. See, there we go. All right. Now, next up is tibia. So that's where I'm going to take the straps that were on the wall, these guys, and I'm going to move this one over here, grab an ankle strap, attach it to one side, okay, and then I suppose I could just leave that there. Yes, I want this one. So, oh, yeah, I'll change the, it's gonna be a little bit more to this way here. Yeah, out there. Okay. So, putting the strap on my shoe. Now, stepping away. Okay. It's good. This one here is a little bit more narrow than last week. Last week I put, they were a little bit more wide, but it's okay. I'm going to try to see how this goes. Okay. So here I am working the tibia, the tibialis. So I am pointing my toes towards my knees as much as I can and holding it isometrically here. Now pointing my toes towards the wall as if I'm standing like a ballerina and just holding it here slightly like 5 or 10% away from that full extension as if I'm jumping off the ground, and then pulling it back and then working that part of that range of motion or the range of movement. So hanging in there at that very bottom, strengthening the tibialis in that point. Now here's full, toes are fully lifting off the ground. Releasing slowly. last exercise is going to be the calf. That's where I'm going to take, I'm going to use these bands here from the wall. I probably should have used these for the squat thrusts for the calves, or for the quads, but it's alright. I think the wall sits probably did a fair good number. I can still feel it. So that's where I'm going to take this here, like this. Put that in the center kind of thing. There we go. I'm going to take, what the heck. I'll put the blue and the red together for the calves. Make them scream today. Not that I've already done that. So that's the nice thing about this bar that I have. I still can use multiple bands. So if I find that I don't have enough resistance with the maximum orange, I can still find space to put more. So, which is nice. Alright. Last but not least, calf muscles. Okay, really. Oh yeah, that's quite a bit of resistance. What happened here? All right, calf. Can add some quad. Make this a I don't know what's up with my heart rate monitor today. Maybe it needs to be recharged. Okay, now I can start to feel the calf muscle. It's really starting to cramp. It's good. If you want to increase your vertical jump, this is one way you can do it to make your calf stronger. Wow. All right, there we go. So that's it for leg day today. I don't know how long the, have a look here. Today's maximum heart rate was March 18th, 2026. Starting time at 2:07 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. As you can see, I hit, 2:05 today. And the heart rate monitor, I must have maybe squeezed it and it turned off. So I think that's what happened. Heart rate after recovering stayed right down. So I didn't get into this heart rate zone today, but stayed in the zone of 185 to 206 for 59 seconds. So you can see here where I was around 180 for quite some time, and then recovered a little bit, and then pushed it back up for the intensity portion of the workout. So my conditioning is improving, but I'm still able to push the intensity. So it's interesting to see the changes and the improvements. And I believe some of that is with the use of the X49, which is this light therapy patch. And when I say power your body with the best, if you're looking to do well in some sort of competition, this is what you can do to train, to improve your body, improve the synthesis of the GHK and the AHK peptides in your body. And they're natural. So what can I say? It's good stuff. So tune in tomorrow for Thirsty Thursday. It's going to be shoulders, rotators, and traps. And we'll see how big they get tomorrow. So have a good night. Sleep well. Eat well. See you tomorrow. Bye.